The group of 5 Nordic states and 5 comprising Denmark, Norway, Iceland, Finland and Sweden have pledged their support to addressing Africa's underrepresentation in the United Nations Security Council, both on the permanent and elected categories. The Swedish Minister for Foreign Affairs and head of delegation, Mr. Tobia Billstrom, made the pledge during a diplomatic visit of the group to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs here in Abuja. Our correspondent Daniel Obi was at that visit and now brings us the story.
The delegation was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tuga, who highlighted the warm diplomatic relationship that has existed between Nigeria and the N5s, a relationship which dates back to the early days of the nation's independence.
Our relationship goes way back. It goes back to Nigeria's independence, which was in 1960. As a matter of fact, Finland was, I think, one of the first countries to recognize Nigeria as a republic in 1963. Because we became independent in 1960, I think it took almost 3 years for us to become a republic. So it's one that has history and that continues to progress. That you mentioned your support to see a reform of the United Nations Security Council, the permanent members, and of course our aspiration to become not only a permanent member, but then also, maybe closer. We're looking at membership of the United Nations Security Council. And of course, this aspiration for democratizing the global governing institutions of the planet goes beyond the United Nations. That's why we're aspiring also to become a member of the G20 and several other important bodies.
Mr. Billstrom, head of the delegation, reiterated the desire of the N5 to expand on both bilateral and, of course, multilateral trade and investments opportunities that will be beneficial to all the parties involved.
It is important to recognize and address Africa's underrepresentation in the Security Council. And to this end, the Nordic supports the extension and expansion of the Council in both the permanent and 2-year term elected categories.
Ambassador Tuga, while addressing newsmen, stated that the issues of Simon Ekpa was strongly raised with the Finnish delegates.
That's a no-brainer. There's no way Nigeria is going to engage with Finland without raising the issue of Simon Ekpa and raising it vociferously. So take that as having been done.
The minister, however, hinted on the giant strides being made by the Renewed Hope initiative of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the launching of the CNG buses, as well as the ongoing CNG conversion process aimed at saving the nation from fuel importations. Daniel Obi, ASO Television News.